why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
We met. He owned a nightclub, and he was married at the time. I was in Ohio. He was in Michigan, and I would always go up to his nightclub and just, see him, hang out with him. 6 years we stayed in touch with each other. He was
How
great.
much in touch were you?
No, nothing.
No touching?
No touching.
Okay.
Just in touch.
She didn't break up our marriage or anything
Okay.
No,
Just checking. Go ahead.
He was going through a divorce at the time anyway. He was on the verge of getting a divorce.
Right.
But he was a great guy. He would always come to Ohio. He would always take me shopping. It was always about Tiffany. What's your dreams? What's your ambition? Everything. I was a priority. And then things changed. They just slowly changed. It was great.
Slowly changed, or was it abrupt once the IDs were exchanged?
No, it wasn't abrupt. I just noticed a change. You can feel it. It's a woman's intuition.
Can you give me an example of some of the things that you felt differently about after marriage?
Okay, for example, when I would call him the first year of our marriage, when I would give him a call, and he would always answer his phone. Now he doesn't answer the phone. He's on the roof. Like, you're always on the roof. You live on the roof. Like, seriously, answer my phone calls. Never a problem. Money was never an issue. He promised me a Porsche. He promised me a new house. It was always about Tiffany. Anything under the sun that I wanted, it was always within my reach because he said he would give me the world. He said he would give me everything. And, just answering the phone call, you're my husband. You're supposed to answer the phone.
Mr. Hammoud, what would you like to say?
She's very insecure. She's very insecure. If I'm at work, I'm working 3 jobs now, trying to keep up with her spending. And
He's trying to make
She's a little high maintenance.
Yes, ma'am.
She told that on herself already.
Yes, ma'am, she is.
She's a little high maintenance.
Very, very high.
No.
Ms. Mike, I didn't let him interrupt you, and I will not allow you to interrupt him. Go ahead, Mr. Hammoud.
The way she met me at the club was she thought I was a bouncer at the club at the time until I was walking out of the office and she realized I was the owner. Then all of a sudden, hi.
She lit up.
Yeah, she lit up. And
That is
then like a gold digger type thing. I really didn't think of anything about it at the time, but now the more things come around, the more I see it.
Okay. Talk to me about, we're going to get to that because that is a huge issue, the financial things, because it's, she had a long conversation over here. She only said one thing that was not money related, and that was about the phone calls. She says in the beginning of your marriage, no matter what you were doing, you would stop what you were doing and talk to her on the phone, and then that slowly dissipated. What is your response to that?
Ma'am, at that time, the construction business was really good at that time. I've had employees and I would pay them and they would work and I was there on the job just supervising at that time. But after the economic crash, I had to go to work.
Yeah.
I had to go to work, and now it's like when I'm on a roof or I'm working, it's hard for me to answer the phone. In fact, I did get earphones for my hands-free earphones, so I can talk to her as I'm working.
How often do you call him?
a lot.
50 times a day.
No. How often do you call him?
I do call him a lot, but I
need a number. Give me a range.
50
What's the
times a
ballpark?
day.
maybe 50, maybe 10 times. Maybe
A day.
It's gotta be more
And
than
what
that.
do you want?
I just want to talk to him.
What do you do during the day?
Well, during the day, I don't do much, but at night, I come to the gym and I teach fitness classes. I
See.
personal train.
Maybe you need to get a hobby so you can not call him all day.
And
What does she want when she calls you?
just,
Hey,
like she
what's
said,
going on?
just to talk. See, give me the price of tomatoes.
Yeah, just
Sometimes.
whatever.
But you know what? Okay,
I built her a gym. I built her a cardio room at my gym, so she knows where I'm at, and
Did
she's
you do
there.
that?
Yes.
Did he do that?
And he's a great guy for that, but I just feel like he would just do so much in the beginning as far as making me a priority, and I don't feel like I'm a priority. And then
I don't understand what he's not doing now. I don't get it.
he just called me a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger.
Well, now, hang on. I'm going to decide that in a minute. Give me something concrete that he once did but no longer does that makes you feel neglected.
I have all his passcodes to his Facebook, his cell phone, everything. And I check his Facebook, and like there are women talking to him. He didn't do that in the beginning. Now he's doing it now.
Well, what kind of things are these women saying?
This this chick that he knows from this,
Somewhere, yeah.
she likes everything on his page. Like, she likes everything on your page. And so I start talking to her, making her think that I was him. And he's telling her about my cardio class. Like, yeah, you should work out with my wife. And she's like, no, I want to work out with you. Laugh out loud. Ha, ha, ha.
And how is, now, wait a minute. This man is on Facebook with some random chick. We don't know what she's up to, but all we know for sure is he's trying to get you business from her. Why is he a bad guy for that?
Because it's other situations where when he owned the nightclub, because we just let the nightclub go a couple of years ago. He had some city worker call his phone. He said, oh, this lady's hooked me up with my permits and stuff, so I'm going to invite her out to the nightclub. Someone else runs the nightclub they run those parties. They do all that stuff. So why is she calling your phone? So why call her back? Like, it's like little things like that. Like,
she knows everything I do. I mean, she took the phone out of my hand and called this lady back and starts like embarrassing me. Why are you calling my husband? Why are you doing this? Embarrassing the lady, and I do business with her.
Right.
She works as she's
Let me
a city
explain
official.
business to you, Ms. Michael. When you're talking to somebody that you need to get permits from and is very important, they want to talk to the head honcho. They want to talk to the big man. He's trying to make money, so he doesn't send the junior people. If he needs something from somebody, he shows himself. That shows her respect. That gets him what he wants. It's called business, Ms. Michael. It's adult.
She's a beautiful young lady. Beautiful young lady. Look at her. I mean, she's gorgeous.
But I just feel like I know how we met. And, he was going through a divorce and he was having some issues. And, we've been having our issues. And then,
So what kind of issues are you having?
I just feel like when this lady calls his phone, like, they didn't used to call before, or like the Facebook or the text messaging and just different things like, oh, well, I'm coming here. I know how women are.
How many different levels of foolishness can you engage in? I don't understand how you could have a good-looking guy who thinks the sun rises and sets